I'm going to pull it together now and just say, in all of your vast experience and your knowledge and your brain, which is quite substantial, what advice would you give to students who are interested in KM strategy?
Okay. Um, well, I like, when we learn KM, the first thing we talk about is data, information, knowledge, and then it goes to wisdom. Now, in your definition of me being knowledgeable, I'm always very frightened to use this word wisdom. And I
Mhm.
say we all have data, we're surrounded by data, right? We sense make the data, we get information. And from information which has been sense made, we apply it, we get knowledge. Now, I'm very fearful of going to the realms of wisdom because everything keeps changing. And that's the same advice I would give students. I'll say, if today you're going to read something and you're going to refer to an article that was written in 1990, it's going to be tough. It will give you a bit of foundation of how things were, but in the last 2 years, everything has changed. So, of course, pre-COVID, there were some people who wrote about remote work, about globalization, and things like that. There will be things like that that worked. But this last 2 years, it kind of shook up a couple of things. Now, not in a bad way, because just like how you shake a bottle of Coke or a bottle of cola, right? And there's all that fizz, that effervescence that's coming up. That is strategy. And that's where we are today. We
Oh.
have to think of how we're going to be the bubbles on the top. Um, well, we like to say the cream of the crop or the cream a la cream, right?
Mhm.
So, well, I love Coca-Cola. So for
Yeah.
me, it's always been the bubble at the top because it gives a very good example. You may build any strategy, it will be the bubbles up there. But you know what? If you leave it there, the fizz is going to go off. So your strategy, even whether it is to studying, whether is it to organizational development of your organization or your agency or your outfit that you're in, now you have to keep it current. You have to keep it moving. And that's why I like to look at strategy in a model of the individual development action plan. So make sure you have a plan for 3 years. Where am I going? If I decided today that I'm going to join Canberra, in this case, I'm going to join Dr. Albright and I'm going to pursue a master's in
Interesting.
KM. Where am I going to be in 3 years?
Mhm.
Where do I see myself? And ask yourself, where is this strategy going to bring my organization in 3 years first? Now work backwards. Where am I going to be in 3 years? And then, all right, so what do I have to do at the 1 year mark? What do I do 3 months from today? What do I have to do 3 weeks from today? And then spend that 3 weeks, marinating this whole idea of where our strategy will be, talk to enough people, spend the next couple of months up to month number 3 developing the strategy, having um, town halls, having discussion forums, making sure 100% involvement, and then roll it out. Now, this is similar to us deciding to taking up a master's because if you're a working adult, if you're a parent, and if you're deciding to take up your master's, you've said that, okay, it's going to be a 2 year part-time course, I'm assuming, right? Where am I going to see myself at the end of 2 years? In
Right.
this first 3 weeks, what do I have to do? I have to figure out which course I want to do, how much it's going to cost me. And
Right.
then I have to start speaking to the family. Hey, you know what? I'm thinking of taking this up. Therefore, um, vacations may be a bit tough because I'm putting my vacation money into this course, or vacation time may be tough because I'm going to be spending, I'm going to be working on a school semester. And some evenings may be tough for me to send you for your guitar lessons because I've got class on these nights, right? So, kid, be understanding and things like that. I mean, I conducted a lesson on Valentine's Day, and I had a lot of students who were looking at me like, I should be elsewhere. And I started out with telling them, hey, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I love all you guys, for being here with me. So, strategy is about that. It's about having a plan and most importantly, having a vision of where you want to be. So, study has said 3 years works kind of well. So, work on a 3 year individual development action plan. And that works pretty well.
That's great. That's great. I like that. Well, very good. Well, Raj, this has been, as always, a wonderful conversation. I could talk to you all day. It's always so much fun. And just so you guys, the students know, you guys, sorry, that's my 1 year in New Jersey that I don't say y'all
Uh-oh.
anymore. I say you guys. I got to get rid of that. Anyway, Raj and I have actually never met in person. We've only met virtually, but I feel like we have such good conversations that we try to keep them up, I think, pretty regularly. So it's been always a pleasure to have you and to talk to, you and pick your brain about all these things. And you just gave me a wonderful idea for an exercise for the students. I'll tell you later, but anyway,
Okay.
this was really helpful. Thank you so much. We were so lucky to have some time with you today. And I look forward to our next wide-ranging, wonderful conversation. And I know the students will really benefit from this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kendra. It's been a pleasure to actually spend some time talking on passionate topics. And you have always been someone who made me smile. And looking at your smile, I smile even wider. So it's beautiful. And I want to say thank you for waking up early for me. Uh, and it
That
was
was
fun. It
great.
was fun. And if
Yeah.
the students want to reach out, they can either get through Kendra, or you can get me on my LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is more than Facebook. I've almost stopped Facebook now.
Yeah, I don't do
So
Facebook
yeah.
anymore.
So LinkedIn is somewhere that I spend a couple of more time than usual. And you can reach out to me and if it's interesting, and even if it's not interesting, if there's something that I can help, I'll help. But just remember, I haven't reached wisdom yet, yeah? So
That's a matter of opinion.
yep.
I'm going to go ask ChatGPT that.
We'll try that. So
Great.
otherwise, thank you so much, guys, and I wish you all a good morning, afternoon, and good evening.
Great. Thanks.